Alright guys, since nobody asked, let me give you a little tour of the powder coating facility, okay? It starts off with this media blasting cabinet, and this bad boy it's great to have, maybe not this particular one, but media blasting changes your life. And this is the oven, and old electric oven. Now it's running off of like a 30 amp circuit. They're supposed to be on 50 amps, but 30 amps is fine because the 50 amps assumes that you're running 4 burners on top and the oven on full blast, that type of deal. Now let's step into the wind tunnel, or should I say powder coat room slash paint booth, and we're gonna do 2 brackets. And the top tip I want to give you is that when you start out on this, let go of efficiency, okay? Honestly, you will kill yourself trying to be efficient, and this stuff is nothing about efficiency. So I have the Clint Eastwood gun here, and this thing is useless without a pressure regulator, because for the media blasting you need the most pressure and CFMers, cubic feet per minute or whatever. With this thing you want the least. I mean, you want this powder barely coming out. We're using black powder. The bottle needs to be no more than halfway full. Gets dirty, you can't tell how much you have in there. A couple problems with this setup, and I expected it because this is just one step above Harbor Freight. So what you get with this setup is this little brain box, and it provides electricity, and you have this green wire which is ground, okay? And you're supposed to attach this, you know, to the piece you're gonna do. I usually attach it somewhere to the metal bracket that's alongside of it. The problem is this lead is too short, okay? I know I'm reaching here, but it does reach, but it's really too short, very impractical. You also need an extension cord to plug it into the wall, and you're pretty much sacrificing an extension cord because the powder gets all over the freaking place, even when there is no wind. So you dedicate some junky extension cord to this setup, because if your box reaches, if you put it close to the wall, then your ground won't reach. Then you also get this little missile launch trigger. So you press this, little red light goes on the box, and that's energizing the pieces here so that the powder will be attracted to them and attached to them, okay? So, but see, I'm only doing 2 brackets. I have more hooks, and I wanted to do, say, all of them, like 6 or 8. But then the problem is in the oven, all right? When I'm gonna get one from here that's not even powder coated. And let's walk over here to my oven. The oven is setting on its side. That gives you more heightism. I'm gonna use large needle nose pliers to put it in here when it's hot, because you want to pre-warm up the oven. I did it once without making the oven hot because I was putting in really big pieces and I didn't want to burn myself, and the pieces ended up matte instead of gloss, although the powder is gloss. So when you put stuff in here, I usually put it in here before I put powder on them. I figure out which way I need to hang the piece, and hopefully I'll remember, because it's going to touch the sides. So I have 2 hooks, and I could have a bar over here and I could hang more. I could flip the oven the other way and see if I can put a rack in there and hang more pieces. But I've gotten to the point where I don't give a shit anymore about efficiency and doing all the pieces at once. I'll rather freaking do 1 piece at a time rather than trying to do all of them, because you're gonna rub some pieces on your hand or on the oven, and it's just gonna piss you off. So here I'm just gonna take the second piece in and hang it and just show you what it looks like when they're cooking. So there's 2 pieces, and that's fine, you know, that's only gonna be in there for 30 minutes, and then turn off the oven and let it cool off, and then do another few. I may put a bar across here and hang more vertically smaller brackets, but that's kind of how it's going to cook. So just a quick overview of the Eastwood gun, and also the how I go about powder coating. Don't be scared, man. This is, after you do a few of these, you're gonna get into your routine, and it's really gonna change your life, powder coating versus painting.